What's up, man? Today we checking out Brewstew, Public School in the 90s Part 2. I don't think I've seen one. Maybe I have, but let's check it out.
Oh, come on, another booty episode on school? Are you kidding me? Yeah, you shut your hole. I don't care. I like this topic, and I'm going to do another one. Now, if you haven't seen my first episode, I talked about all the weird stuff that happened in school in the 90s. And today, I'd like to offer up some more things that I thought about, and I'm just going to get right down to it. First things first.
School textbooks.
Now, I'm not even sure if textbooks are even in classrooms anymore.
I
Pretty
hate
sure
those.
kids these days just fuck off on Chromebooks and iPads all day long. But back in my day, you
That
had
doesn't
your
seem like
own set
learning.
of school books that you had to take care of personally. You had to put like book
Yep.
covers on your shit.
Oh, yeah.
Animaniacs or Goose Book theme ones. But if you're poor like I was, well, your ass got to origami a goddamn paper bag over your shit like it was the goddamn Great Depression. Label it with a fucking Sharpie so you know what book you have. Not to
I've
mention
seen
these
those.
things were big as hell. You'd have a giant social studies book that was so solid you could probably hold up a liquor store with it. By the end of the school
Well.
year, we'd all have like Mark McGuire forearms and shit. You guys want to hit some dingers and talk
Damn.
about Squanto and the Pilgrims and shit? But the one good thing about having actual textbooks is that sometimes you'd find graffiti in there left behind from kids of the past. Somebody would fucking draw a Fu Manchu on
Yeah,
James Madison,
yeah.
maybe a poorly drawn wiener on Ben Franklin's forehead and shit. To help break up the monotony of the school day, all right? Bring back the textbooks. Hashtag fuck weak forearms. All right, next up, we're going to talk about...
Kid cops.
You guys remember back in the day when
Kid
your teacher would
cops.
leave the classroom and she'd just like randomly deputize a kid? Out of nowhere, she'd just be like, all right, I'm getting the fuck out of here for 5 minutes. You guys are stressing me out. I'm going to go hit a port out in the parking lot. Billy, you stand at the chalkboard.
Damn, are
and
they
if
allowed
anybody
to
talks,
do- were
write
they
their
allowed
name
to do
down,
that
and I'll
back then?
crack their ass when I get back. Now, you would think that this would not work at all. I mean, we were all children after all. We're all on the same team. Fuck that teacher. But as soon as any child got the smallest piece of authority, they'd be like, fucking, all right, everybody shut the hell up. This is a police state now. I'm the new sheriff in town. I don't
Oh,
want to hear
damn.
shit.
He trying to be
Piss off,
Big
Travis,
Daddy.
You're on the board. Stop talking. Oh, what? I just fucking coughed.
Oh,
10
shit.
minutes later, the teacher comes back. There's like 14 kids' names on the board and shit. Ah, well, looks like I'm cracking everybody's ass today. Good job, Billy. Looks like that brainwashing 101 class I took in college really paid off. Kid cops. What a time to be alive. Should be a goddamn series on Fox.
On the next episode of Kid Cops, Little Philip lets out half a fart.
Yo.
He gets his name on the board, and he gets a written penalty. Kid Cops. Your discretion is advised.
All right, next up,
Damn,
what do we got?
that'd be
Oh,
fun.
yeah, that's right.
The goddamn overhead projector.
Oh,
Now,
those.
look, there is not a single object in my school that I had more disdain for than that piece of shit overhead projector. I hate that damn thing. If I could, I'd totally office space the shit out of one in an open
fuck.
field. And you know why? Because I was blind as shit as a kid, that's why. And every time we used this overhead projector, I swear it'd be like the day after our teacher moved all our seats around, and I'd be sitting way in the back, practically in the fucking hallway and shit. I'd look up and everything would look like a blurry mishmash of bullshit to me. The teacher would be up there like, the hypotenuse of the fourth derivative is the variable of the coefficient.
Oh, shit,
See,
and
math's
this-
a lot easier when you can see, right? And you're not like a fucking blind piece of shit in the back. Math is easy. Math is fun. And I'd just be sitting there like, yeah, looks like I'm fucking done learning math now. Guess I'm just gonna have to smoke crack and live under a bridge when I grow up. That's pretty neat. Yeah, piss off overhead projector. I don't gotta deal with your shit anymore. Hashtag fuck the blurry machine 9000. All right, let's
Fuck
do
the
one
blurry
more
machine
topic. And
9000.
then what do you say? We can all get on with our fucking lives. Sound good? And this topic, of course, is going to be...
Lice checks.
Now, this
Lice
little
check-
event
that's
would
a
occur
thing?
quite frequently throughout the school year.
No
All of a
way.
sudden, your teacher would be like, all right, everybody, we're going to go down to the nurse's office, and we're going to see who's the dirtiest kid in class. Sound fun? So we'd all just line up and prepare to be inspected.
Oh, shit.
Everybody's paranoid as hell. All of a sudden,
haven't
your
done
head
that
is
in my time.
1000% itchier all of a sudden. Now, it's worth noting that back then, I would put copious amounts of hair gel in my hair. I'm talking gobs and gobs of that fucking
Oh, fuck.
blue LA looks bullshit. Every morning, I'd have armadillo hair. It'd be hard as hell, practically bulletproof. But by mid-afternoon, all of that hair gel would get all white and flaky, and if you look closely, that shit kind of looked like I had head lice, I'm not gonna lie. So every time I went to see the nurse, she'd be like, holy shit, it's the mother load! Burn it! Burn it with fire! And I'd have to be like, calm down, lady, it's just the LA looks. Put that fucking flamethrower down, you're scaring me. But regardless, we'd all head back to class, and no matter what, there was always at least one kid missing. I don't know what they did with that kid. Put his ass in quarantine somewhere, who the fuck knows? But our teacher would always try to play it off like nothing even happened. All right, everybody, let's turn to page 47 in our big-ass social studies book. Yes, Brian? Where's Billy at? Billy? Who's Billy?
He's
I don't
dead.
think I know a Billy. He's got head lice, huh? Was he the dirty one? No, he's not dirty, okay? The nurse said that lice actually prefer nice and clean hair. He's not dirty. Yeah, he's fucking dirty, all right. But hey, head lice checks were just the thing that we had to deal with, all right? At least it was better than the fucking weird-ass scoliosis checks that we had to do in gym class, where we had to get all weird and take our shirts off. Remember that? Hashtag fuck that weird shit, I can tell you that right now. So once again, those are just some of the things that I had to deal with in 90s public school. And if you like this one, well, I'll probably make another one, because guess what? I still haven't even talked about the goddamn Pizza Hut Book-It program. I totally forgot about it. Shit. Free personal pan pizzas? What the fuck? So if you're sitting there pissed off that I'm probably gonna do another public school in the 90s part 3,
like it.
Well, what can I say? You're not my dad, and you can't tell me what to do. The end.
The end. But that is public schools in the 90s. I never grew up in the 90s, but it was a fun time to be alive from, you know, all the movies I've seen. And yeah, growing up in the 2000s and the 2010s, I can relate to a lot of things in the earlier days of school for sure. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this video. And without any further ado, subscribe to the channel right now. And I'm signing out. Peace.